Hi guys, this is video 2 for Google Draw Practice. And for this one, we're going to be doing curved or rounded shapes. So we're going to go ahead, go to our drive, select New, go to More, and then select Google Drawings. I would like you to title this document Drawing Practice 2, and then put your last name on the end of it. We need something to trace, so we're going to go over to Insert Image, do Search the Web, and search Organic Shapes. Now with this one, there's 3 that we can use. You can use more than 3, but I think these would be the most helpful. You can use this one. I could use this one if I have had previous experience with this programming, because I think these would be a little bit more challenging. Or you could use something like this, which I think is a little bit more on the simple side, so would probably be useful. From here, I'm going to go ahead and say Control-C, Control-V, because I want to copy, and I'm going to separate them. We're going to be tracing on this one and then pasting to the one on the right. We're going to go to Insert, Line, and then do Polyline. Now, you need to click and make sure that you can see your line happening. See that line? Make sure that's visible, because if your line gets broken, you're going to have to start again, because if the line is not visible, then it's going to be a broken shape and you won't be able to close it up. So take your time, especially if you're new to this practice. And there we go. There's our shape. Okay, you know you've successfully gotten all the way around the shape if this happens. You get like this cutout look. From here, if I want to play around with the shape and see if I can alter it at all, I'm going to go over to Select, and it's going to get the box around it, and I'm going to double click on it. Once I double click, you can see all the points that I've used. These points can then be dragged out and manipulated so that you have a little bit closer to the shape that it needs to be. But you can see here, it's not gonna completely round for me. I would have needed a couple more points along the way. The more points that you have, the more you can manipulate that. I'm gonna say Select again, and I'm gonna drag that over to my circle and place it down. Not terrible, but looks more like an octagon than it does a circle. But again, this would come with some practice, which is why we're doing this. So let's go ahead and try this shape. So I'm going to go over to Insert, again, go to Line, go to Poly. So you can experiment with some of these other lines, but I would imagine the curved line can be a little challenging to use. Again, here's my broken line. See that? So I'm going to go to the back button and I'm going to try it again. If you get that broken line, again, you have to start again, because you won't be able to close up your shape. So I think I got that. Yeah, see broken line again. So I'm going to go back. The more you practice this, the better you will get at it. And I feel like with something like this, you're either, I think, predisposed to like this type of drawing method, or you're not. I don't love it, but it's a useful tool for us when we're dealing with virtual submission of things. And you just have to stay patient. I'm almost there, and there we go. There's my shape. Remember, I can click here and then, oops, let me just get rid of that. Hang on. I'm going to just click that as a shape. I'm going to just hit the back button there because I don't need that. I can go to Select, double click, and all those points come here, and I can manipulate those shapes, those points if I want to, so that I can either create a new shape or try to get closer to the shape I was actually supposed to be doing. I can go to Select again so that I have the shape, move it over to the one that I was trying to match, and there we have it. Again, I'm not expecting perfect on this, especially if you are new to this. This is just practice. So you're going to try 3 shapes total, and then once you are done with that, this document will be shared with me through a Google lesson or through our Google Classroom page, and that will be